Do you want another hoodie? Testing. All right. Got some audio. All right, we should have a game starting here soon, folks. Just getting a couple things lined up. We'll be starting off with D4 here in a minute. Alright, team getting set up here. This is D4. I think we got like 6 or 8 teams for D4 today. They went ahead and fired the event. We missed D4 the last couple Ninjaballs. Good to go this time. This is SDS taking on DBS Factory. SDS had a great showing last season. A couple seasons ago at NXL, they got a second place. DBS Factory just got second place event before last in the NXL, so a couple rockstar D4 teams here. Pacific Northwest is SDS on the breakout. Like they're going to go straight into D1. Got 5 alive for both sides, D1 for both sides. Mostly mirrored up here right now in the Doritos. They're both in that wedge on the Doritos side, now getting in to that stand-up temple. At the same time, DBS Factory just bumped into D2. Alright, looks like Brandon over here in Dorito 2 for DBS Factory. Let's cut over to their side real quick. Gabe there behind him, holding down his tape. Shooting inside though right now, trying to battle with that stand-up temple. Everybody running their guns hard right now. Coming over here to the snake side for SDS, you can see they're actually doubling up the stand-up temple. They've been stuck there for a little while actually. There's a really big gap into the snake once somebody is in the Doritos, but actually Brandon missed that shot as they got into snake. And Brandon just crashes into Vong on the sidelines there. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing as well.
Apologize. Both the player on the player in the positive SDS player, so 3 alive. Believe Factory backline. We got player, we got wedge. Yes, loses, and no, or maybe he didn't lose the body. He ran back to the back center, ran over to the snake wedge. So, like SDS has got 2 alive at this point.
Alright, had a little bit of audio issues there.
Snake
Looks
side
like
tower, and now to the gateway, and now into the snake. Great move getting over there to the snake side. So the SDS players spread the field, getting into the snake, getting into the Dorito 2. So they're still spread pretty well as Factory slowly starts trying to work up the field. Factory having now a D2 player, 50 snake. 50 snake may have been shot. The ref's checking him.
Onto the DBS Factory. You can see on your screen right
So
the last 2 bodies for SDS. 2 and snake 1.
Gun sounded a little funny.
Here comes the run through.
Looks like they're gonna trade.
SDS gets the
And SDS snake and shoots the 50 snake and looks
it out in the snake as well. So
actually may only have.
I think it's just a jack there.
I don't know. Jack standing up. Traven Cole thing.
Gotcha. Run that one in. Sorry for a little bit of headache there for a minute. We had some audio issues. As Danny was talking about how smooth things were going.
Hey, it's the first game, so.
Had some minor issues there. We're good to go now, I think. Alright, so Factory gonna take that one SDS. Game of the day, as you can see. Still pretty foggy down here. This should burn off at some point. I'm supposed to get kind of sunny this afternoon. That. Taking the at Grit City Savage Joe's. All right, here we go on the breakout. So you can see SDS here, or excuse me, Notorious. Notorious still doubling up the Doritos right now. They're in D2 and 3. Coming out wide, trying to get the Notorious player out. Oldie gonna get clipped out there. Yeah, and look, that's gonna be all the bodies left. Oh. Alright, sorry, still some minor audio issues here.
Got me now, no? Yeah. Looks like I'm moving. Go. Damn it, Joe. Just kidding. You should plug into the other side. I don't know if it matters. Pay attention to the. Although, there we go. Not it, because they. Test. What is it? Oh. And 20 seconds till this point kicks off. Ninja's doing a great job keeping this thing moving. What we love to see. We're using one field today for the 2 divisions, so.
Okay, Butcher's taking on BTA 2. Shout out to BTA running 2 teams for this time after dropping down to D5 a couple events ago. BTA like tripling up the back center, I think.
And BTA on our right put 3
Spread
in the
out
back
now.
center off the break. It looks like 5 alive on each side.
Yeah, getting into the snake now. BTA Butchers, that is. Got to make sure call those out separately. Butchers into snake 1 now. They're the ones on your screen. Yeah, Genesis, great day for paintball. A little cold and wet this morning, but it's going to dry off and be beautiful later today. Get a nice little double bump out here to the Dorito corner and into Dorito 2 now. Still out. And so the Butchers, great field position right now. BTA 2 on the other side of the field. Then Dorito 1, they're in the Dorito side, stand-up wedge, and then the Snake side, Temple, and the Snake Gateway. Big calm play here right now, although BTA Butcher is actually all the way into the Snake 50 right now. Nobody to stop them. Shooting crossfield, hasn't gotten anything out of it yet. There goes one body though from BTA 2. Got shot from the D by Butchers. BTA 2 gonna get into Snake 1 now. Finally able to have some control over there. Shoot all the way down that tape. Get into the
50
Snake.
Snake gets shot out.
Oh yeah, 50 Snakes immediately loses the gunfight. BTA Butchers though gonna refill that Snake and get into Dorito 3 now. That gap into Dorito 3 is massive.
Oh, 50 Dorito just misses his shot on the wedge. And it sounds like
in a really
that's
tough
Tim
spot
Taylor
right now.
Dorito 2 now.
This is one of his backline though. Butcher's now down to 3 bodies. Being at, I think, 3 from BTA 2 as well.
I'm going to mark him down one more, because unless he's hiding in the back center, I don't see anyone anywhere. So that's probably going to be our biggest shortfall on the body count, is that big wedge is very difficult to see.
Yeah, that big brick is hard. Be hard on the field, too. So there's Dorito 3 here right now. We're leaving it on him. He's holding it down as much as he can. As BTA 2 going to get into the other. They are mirrored up right now. And he gets a great shot on the inside.
Just
Take him
Dorito
out,
corner.
and BTA 2 going to be able to run this down. Just the Dorito corner now, looking at 3 bodies from BTA 2, and that's going to... Alright, so the BTA grudge match game goes to BTA 2. A pretty quick D4 event, hopefully, especially the way refs are moving things along right now.
Doing a great job, really. I mean, like, do you see how quick that is? There's going to be 30 seconds here. Like, it's a better experience for everyone, the players, people watching the event. Like, definitely love it.
Yeah, so we're going to have all of the D4 event on webcast, and then we're going to have all of the D5 event right after that. So, great day of paintball all the way through. Got SDS coming on the field, taking on Savage Joes. Both teams lost their first games. Figured out a little bit better. Savage Joe's a bit of a hodgepodge, right, Danny? Got some guys from...
I think they play kind of each event, though, but they're from different fields.
Yeah.
They have, like, Keith plays out of here most of the time, and then they got, I think it's Nico.
Yeah, all right, Savage Joe's going to have to hustle on the field there. Looks like they got all 5 out. They lost their Dorito runner, though. Tried to get in Dorito 2 on the break.
They started with 4? Yeah, okay, so they're down to 3. SDS's Snake players getting checked.
Crossfield ref check here for the SDS Snake player. Let's come over here, see what's going on with that.
That's Derek, too. Derek's, like, he's definitely a good ref. Like,
Yep, Derek putting in max effort right now. We like to see it. SDS, though, Dorito 1. And they're now in the stand-up Temple. Grit City, though, going to get into Dorito 1, immediately take his barrel off. That's not a good sign. Coming over here to the Grit City side. Pretty shadowy over there right now, unfortunately, but you can see them in Dorito 1 and that stand-up wedge. Now going to the Temple, and he's going to come all the way down, get shot on the way, check himself. Still nobody shooting him, and then he's going to shoot.
I think he got bounced, though. Maybe.
Yeah.
He checked himself, like.
But who even bounced him?
I think it was the Snake. Oh, maybe the Snake player. The Snake players
They
found him
weren't
down,
looking
though.
at him still, yeah.
They didn't shoot until he was behind.
That was a weird one.
I don't even know if he got bounced. Like,
Yeah, I have no idea. That was so odd. But anyways, it comes through and trades with the
Too bad he didn't
Temple.
just go right into their D2. He'd be in a like, good spot. Alive.
Yeah, I mean,
that's crazy. And Grit City moved into the Snakes. They got the D1 and the Snake 1.
yep, so Grit City, fortunate turn of events here. Really bad start to the event for them. Hopefully they can pull it back around. Still not out of this. It is a 4-on-2, 4-on-1 now, I think. Yep, as the Dorito 1 gets peeled off. So it's just the Snake body left for Grit City coming over here. time for him to get peeled off as well. So SDS going to run this one. I haven't seen SDS this season.
Well, some of the SDS guys, so like Tilson and Zach Mills have been playing, I think, with the KC guys. What the heck are they called? Guns for Hire.
Gotcha. Okay.
So.
Decided to revive SDS for this event.
Yeah, I saw on the list and I was like, man, that's like, not that's crazy, but they're playing. They're playing Guns for Hire. They're probably playing tomorrow with Guns for Hire at the Impact event too. So.
Yep. A busy weekend for Washington Paintball right now.
Definitely. I think I'm gonna go down to Impact in a few weeks. I know I'm on. It's fine. But because dude, they're doing all the zombie shoot stuff. They got like lots of cool stuff going on. They're doing, I think, Jelly Ball. Like they're doing tons of cool stuff. Like.
Yeah, shout out to Impact, doing it big.
So I'm going to go out and check that out because I think next year we're going to try to do a zombie thing out here and just kind of hang out with Thomas and Jason and whatnot. So I love seeing their, stories and whatnot with all putting the tents up and everything else. It's pretty cool. Definitely, it's definitely cool to see all the fields doing work, right? Like seeing Dave Baines recently helping with some food donations and a bunch of other stuff down in his area. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. There's obviously it's been a hard year and a bit for paintball, but good to see some people thriving still.
Definitely. Well, and like just contributing where they can, right? So
yeah.
Cool.
Alright, just waiting for BTA 2. Downside to a smaller event is it big turnarounds for these teams.
It's kind of crazy though, because I feel like that's one of those things where, like, if it's me, I'm just like walking. I'm gonna go get air. I'm gonna put pods on my back. I'm just gonna walk to whatever side I'm playing on and like be there. So,
yeah.
I mean, besides the scouting element, you're already there to watch anyway. So.
And for those of you joining in from home, wondering, everybody here who's anybody has on Ninjaball edition Finley hat.
Well, why do you have the big game hat on, Joe?
I have the big game hat on because I wanted to look different. But hit up Carlos. Want to get your Ninjaball swag on. These hats are excellent.
Definitely.
I think they're $35.
I believe so.
Yep, lifetime warranty from Finlay.
They
Local company.
Lifetime warranty?
Yeah, lifetime warranty.
Dang.
They'll remake it for you. They have videos on like their Instagram. They like take the patch off really carefully and put it on a new body and like clean it up. It's dope.
I already thought they were a great value for the hat in general, just like without that. So
yeah, we were talking about that this morning. Like, I pay $35 for a hat sometimes, and it's just trash. And these are excellent. Plus, you got string, tie your hat on.
I've used that a few times.
Got the pouch on the inside if you need to carry some money on the beach. You don't got any pockets.
Dude, pretty legit.
Finlay hat is an excellent value, so check that out. Hit up Carlos on Instagram. Ninjaball Finlay hat. Like we have BTA 2 on the field now. And on DBS Factory. BTA 2 on your breakout. Hey, good morning, Wiley. Here we go. BTA 2 going to get into Dorito 1 right away. Seeing a lot of teams making that run successfully.
I think we got 5 alive on each side, it looks like.
Yeah, I'm seeing 5 alive for both teams right now. DBS Factory did not get in to Doritos. They did get into the corner.
Yeah, and then Notorious has got the snake corner, so.
BTA 2 now coming over to their D corner as well. So good spread for both teams. BTA 2 definitely with the advantage in field position. Oh, though DBS going to lose a body here in the corner.
And they lose their Dallas player also, so.
Other one coming off. Looks like that's Gabe walking off. Dorito side falling apart here for DBS Factory as BTA 2 coming up to the Dorito 2. Jordan filling out of that back center, coming over to the can now for DBS Factory. Trying to hold off this aggression. Like, can't see if the snake... Yeah, there's 3 bodies left here still. Factory as BTA 2 makes the big jump over to Dorito 3.
And now,
gonna get 1, 2... and you're going to finally get caught trying to make the move across field. He already did enough work here. Coming back to the BTA side of the field, you can see them now. Filling into Dorito 2. Looking at just the last, I think 2 bodies potentially for Factory. Might be 1 body.
Yeah, that's it. It's just 1, and he's gone now.
They were calling snake, but I'm not sure if there's actually
Definitely
something
not a
in the
snake.
snake.
It was just the tower on the snake side was the farthest thing over there.
That's what I thought as well. All right. BTA going to bring this one alive. DBS just getting chopped up on that Dorito side of the field. They're going to have to get that out.
Yeah, definitely.
Tagged up. He finally some new stuff coming out in the paintball world. I just launched the DSR Plus.
Have you shot one of those?
I
only shot I shot like 5 shots and it was like it's pretty smooth. Like I was actually so
Yeah.
I use a 170R, which I love. It works perfectly. And it's Keith from
Goldie.
Joe's. Yeah, Goldie's got one, and he said, "You want to shoot it?" So I shot like 5 shots real quick, and it was super smooth. I was impressed. I couldn't believe how smooth it was.
Yeah, I had a DSR with all the plus parts a while back, and it's definitely maybe the smoothest shooter out right now. I mean, if I didn't love the Geo4 so much, I would really want to. I still want to buy one, but I would really want to buy one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to Dia, the DSR Plus. That thing is have them at the pro shop. So hit up Dusty.
Definitely.
Looking for new whip. All kinds of stuff in stock right now. They just restocked the 170, both the HK 170Rs and the regular 170Rs. There's a couple Lux X's, I think,
like
and the new TM40.
Yeah.
They have the new limited edition TM40 if you want to rock the laser over purple look. Pretty sick.
Most of those are in the online shop too, so if you go to shop.doodlebugsports.com, it's got all the online shopping options there. So
yep, grab those online. You can get pickup at the field. AC, one guy's super loud and the other quiet. Which one's loud and which one's quiet? We'll try to fix it. Sorry, we're working that out. I'll turn myself down. Probably me that's loud.
I like to keep the person that's better at commentary on the loud side, so.
Alrighty, BTA Butcher's coming up here. Notorious on the breakout. Okay, thanks, Casey. Yeah, I'll try to get that adjusted.
Oh, D2 off the break, it looks like, for both teams. I think we got 5 alive on each side.
And Notorious actually went Dorito corner and Dorito 2 off the break, and now they're in D1 and D2. So interesting breakout for them here. Looks like it's working so far.
I'm liking the layout so far. There's a lot of battling, which is fine. Like, I feel like there's been some layouts. There's a lot of blind shots, like not a lot of heads-up play, and looks like on this D side you could definitely power down. And
yeah, we haven't seen any like real big blowouts yet. Obviously, pretty early. Is Notorious going to get caught trying to slide into Dorito 4 there? Really ambitious move there with 4 alive, I think, on the BTA side.
Looks like on both sides we got 4 up.
Yeah, 4 on 4 right now.
Butchers lose their corner.
Yeah, Butcher's going to lose their corner. Notorious still holding it down after losing their aggressor on the D side.
I don't know where the last Butcher is. Might be kill 3. Butchers might have lost another body.
Yeah, I can't see if they have anybody in the snake or not. Here comes the rundown, though, from Notorious. Gonna get a trade. There should just be this one body left here for BTA after that trade, and he's gonna get it.
It's always funny to like hear the player perspective of it, because like the Dorito player's looking inside, can't see it when he's getting hit. I mean, where I'm sitting at, I don't know what you saw, but what I see is the guy getting hit after he's past the Dorito player. I'm on the opposite side though, so like he may have got hit before. I don't know, but I didn't see any spray or anything like that. What'd you see, Joe? I mean, you see the guy getting shot before the bunker?
It wasn't enough to call a penalty, I don't think.
Like, I mean,
it's bang bang enough that it's just gotta happen.
You could definitely see him getting hit as he gets to and past the player, but before it, like unless you're the ref on the other side of the field, like and of course people are gonna try to get that call to go their way. So
gotta be careful doing all that jabbing at the ref though.
Totally.
Bet your ref didn't get his coffee yet.
I feel like it's early enough in the tournament where you get away with it, but it's like later in the day. It's like, sorry,
Yeah.
you've been warned. Like, no chitty chatty after even hit.
Dead players don't talk. All right, well, that one's gonna go to Notorious here as BTA 2 and SDS get on the field.
Funny because like where Joe and I are at, we can like overhear the refs talking, and it's even here Derek, the ref over on the side. He's like, I can't see that side of him. Like, I called what I saw. Like, I can't be just throwing penalties because we think that's what it might be. Like,
Yep.
That's a good ref right there, right? That's someone that they called what they saw. Like, their best, right?
You don't want to call a penalty that you think is a penalty.
Yeah.
You want to know it's a penalty,
Totally.
especially at this level.
Yeah, I mean, like if the ref on the other side's calling them out, you see it beforehand, whatever. Like, sure, like now you got that vision, but without it, it's like too bad, so sad.
I need to remind these players that there are schedules posted on the TV.
Yeah, there's a TV down below.
There's some confusion here as to who's on the field. Yeah, definitely seeing some aggressive breaks on the Dorito side right now, which is surprising because when I walked the field, the Dorito side had the biggest lanes.
Yeah, I feel like, have we seen anyone go snake off the break yet? I feel like they've gone short on snake side.
I think we've seen like the very first game, Paige went snake on the break for.
I mean, there's definitely a lane on the snake itself.
It's a tougher lane.
It exists, but it's a window right before the snake. Like, so.
Yeah, the only really good lane I saw for the snake actually is if you come to this Dorito side wedge.
Yeah.
And shoot it on the move as you walk up, but you have to get around the brick first.
Yeah.
So like, it's a weird one. Not a lot of lanes on the field with all these big bunkers breaking it up in the back line.
So I like put this map together, whatever, and I was doing it. I'm like sitting here thinking, I'm like, I feel like the layouts have been good, but like I said, all year it seems like there's all these blind shots and all this and all that, and it's just like,
yeah, it's
how do we get
much more straightforward layout this time.
Yeah, so we'll see. Maybe it'll be a gunfighter's field here, hopefully.
Mm.
Although we've watched a few people get in the snake, and like you see the guy stop at the 50 snake, and I'm just surprised people don't go a little further, but I guess they do have their opponent in front of them.
Yeah. What I saw when I walked the snake, actually, that I thought was interesting was that snake 2 and 3 are the more powerful spots. 50 snake actually doesn't have a lot, and then so when you're at that point, you got to get past it and keep going.
Yeah.
Here we go on your breakout.
Like
usually my
objective, we see a snake, they go snake off break, we lose a snake player, so.
Yeah, got shot trying to get into the snake like we were just talking about. They did get into Dorito 1. SDS did get into Dorito 1. They're in the snake insert, the back center, this Dorito side wedge, and the snake side temple. Big Todd himself going to come up to this Dorito side wedge now. Looks like he's shooting a DM4 today. Those of you keeping track at home, I'd like to see the Big Todd gun watch.
Love Big Todd.
Guess he didn't need the efficiency of the X-Cal today, right?
Well, hey, no Viking either. Where's the Viking at?
Oh yeah, it's a Viking. That's right. He shoots a Viking, not an X-Cal.
It's the orange and black whatever, right? Like,
yeah.
The thing's sweet.
All right, so BTA getting out to the Dorito corner now. They did lose their snake runner on the break, but it has been pretty
they've been
static.
From the D side, I think. Like, so we'll see. I mean, they still got.
Yeah, most of the teams are putting a lot of the presence on the Dorito side still. Especially as we're seeing right now with, you can see Big Todd there holding down the snake lane. Once you get to that wedge, it's a massive gap into the snake. So somebody's in that wedge holding that lane the whole time as he comes off of it right now. So this is SDS's chance to try to get into the snake if they want. But if you're sitting on that lane, it is really going to be hard to get into the snake.
I wonder, you looked at it, but is there a shot from the snake corner into the wedge at all, or no? Probably not.
I don't recall from the snake corner.
Well, it's probably not enough to keep him from holding the lane that moves into the snake,
No,
right?
you can't get him off the lane.
Yeah.
Once you get into that wedge, you can absolutely lock down the snake side.
Oh, man.
You see Todd keeps coming off of it as the SDS tries to slide into the 50. It looks like he makes it in clean. You come over here to the SDS side. You can just barely see his red jersey there in the middle of the field in this little wedge and mini cake 50 that Danny set up here. Gonna kind of casually walk into Dorito 2 as well and a fill into Dorito 1 behind him. Ref coming crossfield to check the 50 player right now. Might have got shot in between. He's out. The 4-on-4 here right now, but SDS did just get into the snake and shoot a body off the snake side for BTA. So still developing the field here as BTA is all left on the Dorito side now. Gonna get into Dorito 2 here now, though. Look inside.
Man, we've seen that retreat from the wedge back twice now. Like
Yeah, tactical
twice.
retreat back to that back center. He knew that was going to be a tough spot to hold against the snake. They had no way to stop him.
Oh, I think their snake just got nicked there. Maybe.
Might have got clipped.
Maybe not.
The ref right there, so I assume he didn't get him. And Todd going to get shot out of the back center now. So just the Dorito corner and the Dorito 2 here left. And the Dorito going to lose one. Or take one, excuse me, down the tape. And it's just going to be the Dorito corner here looking at 3 SDS. That's going to do it. That's going to do it. So SDS going to be able to take this one down. Slowing down on the field. But a couple games early, we're going fast. I wasn't sure how I was going to play, but
yeah. I mean, you can kind of see though too, like the BTA sends a body to the snake off the break, lose that body, so now you're down one body, and
yeah, you got to wait it out.
Well, and like you said too, people have been playing this D side wedge, and like that snake side moves. If they're difficult with
really
that guy
hard,
there, then
yeah. I also noticed that this gap from D2 to D3 is huge.
Oh, really? Yeah, nice.
There's like 19 bunkers that can shoot you on that move. It's tough.
Well, good thing there's only 5 people on the other side. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, but you might have all 5 shooting at you if you're not careful. Coming out. Yeah, Butch. Definitely a chilly morning out here today.
Paint seems to be solid though.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anybody having too big of an issue with paint. It's always a concern when it starts off cold and then it's going to warm up later, so we'll see how that goes. Might start seeing a lot of bounces later on.
See Ikato running around, probably adding a fill station O-ring or something.
Yep, shout out to Ikato. Keeping everything running while Danny's up here yakking.
Hanging out.
Alrighty, breakout coming up here. Okay, Butcher's on the screen. Yo, what's up, Nate? Nate, come do commentary, dude. Drive out here right now. Alright, BTA on the delay into Snake 1. They're going to make it. They're going to lose their Dorito side wedge player, though. Snake 1 for both teams here. It's going to be 5-on-4 as far as I can see in favor of Grit City. Dorito 1 for both teams. Dorito side can for both teams and Snake 1 for both teams. So pretty mirrored up. Although, yeah, it looks like the can for Grit City going to get taken out here.
Snake Corner and Dallas are gone for Grit City, so Grit City's got 3 bodies alive now. Still good field position, though, but...
Yeah, just 2 bodies left here for Grit City.
Oh.
They lose their Snake player. The Butchers are absolutely taking them apart. Unintended. They're going to come into Snake 1 here now. They're in the Snake 50 wrapped around, putting a lot of pressure on this Dorito side can here, as you can see. Last 2 bodies here for Grit City. That's Goldie going to get peeled off there. And just 1 body here left in the Doritos. Have a tough job. He's going to get up, and that's going to do it.
All right, be right back.
Butcher's going to take this one down. Butcher's looking strong this morning. Yeah, Nate, dude, head down. Figure out who's going to tag this one. Luxury, several bodies. Trying to see who wants to do. Factory coming back out here. Notorious coming on the field. For any of these given games, if anybody has a request for who they want to see on the breakout, just let me know in the chat. Try to mix it up a little bit. Camera time on DBS Factory for this one, Hometown Heroes. Yeah, Notorious definitely had a couple aggressive ones. Our Casey's. Happy to swap over there, see what they do. Here we go. Both Factory and Notorious. Oh, Factory actually going to get straight into Dorito 2 here. Brandon got the legs warmed up, gets all the way in there. Notorious going to fill out to the corner off the break, or off the delay, excuse me. Still doubling up the back center, though. Looks like they might be losing one. Ref coming in. Nope, looks like all five. Oh, they did. Okay, they lost their snake side player here. 5-on-4 right now in favor of Factory. Coming over to the Factory side real quick, you can see that's Brandon there in Dorito 2. Gabe there in the can behind him. Oh, is Notorious going to fill into Dorito 2 now? Ref checking him out. Like he is clean. And they have the snake corner and that snake side temple. So all five still. Another body coming off from Notorious. They tried to fill out snake side again. Could not do it. Oh, and Notorious, I'm not even sure what that move was going to be. Was he trying to double up the Dorito 2 there? It's a weird slide there for Notorious, unfortunately. He's going to get clipped coming out of the corner. Not going to be able to protect his Dorito player here now. DBS Factory going to get into Snake 1. Looks like that's Jordan over there. Going to make the bump. Another body coming off for Notorious. I think it's going to be just body left in the Dorito as he's going to get two boppy closeout here from Factory. Getting chopped up running at this guy. Heads up. And he's going to come around, and that's going to do it. Alright, so Notorious finally going to fall here. DBS Factory going to run this. And going to tag that one up. Yeah, Casey, I think that was just a little last-minute desperation there, trying to make something happen. I think that corner is a little more defensible than trying to get two. These guys have already played the field. Alright. Up. Yeah, we're going to have SDS and a Butchers. Really strong so far today. Totally forgot to get a paper copy of the schedule, so I've not been keeping track of games so far. That's my bad. I'll get that fixed. SDS on. Alright, here we go. Butchers, the home side here. Got Danny back in the went on a mission to find some water.
Came back with many things.
Oh, with the breakout. It's like SDS went conservative, kept some guns up and shot the Dorito runner here for Butchers, so great play from them.
Might be the first game we've seen a Dorito runner get shot that I've noticed anyway.
Maybe. Yeah, it might be. Butcher's going to fill out now to the corner.
Oh,
At 5 alive
from
SDS as they did just get into Dorito 1.
The
they
BTA's lost 2 now. They lost their Dorito corner.
Dorito corner got peeled off. All right. Yeah, Butchers falling apart here all of a sudden. Slide into Snake 1 though, despite being down 2 bodies, makes it in clean.
He just shot the Snake corner. Dorito 2 just shoots the Snake corner.
Yep, the Dorito gets the shot in on the Snake corner, so just 2 bodies left here for the Butchers. You can see them in Snake 1 there and this Dorito side wedge. Pretty decent spot to defend from for a while though. SDS though gonna stand up and just walk down that Snake side. He's gonna get his shot over, pop over here. Not gonna get his rundown though. Oh, looks like he did trade it actually. Okay, so all 4 here. SDS. That's gonna do. Game there from. I think that was maybe only the second game so far that the Snake is broken. All the other games decided on the D side.
But even this was still like decided on the D side. The one team lost it. These guys move up it. I mean.
Yeah, they did get SDS got into Snake or Dorito 2 and got 2 kills off of that. So that.
Like honestly, it'd definitely be a totally different game if they didn't lose one of these 2 bodies that filled the D side because their Snakes had a decent presence and SDS didn't have anybody until the D side's blown out, right? Like.
Yep.
I don't think he even got in the Snake until the pressure's created on this D side for them, right? Because that wedge guy was on him.
Yeah, I actually didn't even see when SDS got into the Snake.
Definitely later, and the guy just kind of ran in the whole thing.
In turnarounds as it's going to be A2. I don't know why the team Big Todd on it. I think they would be the primary BK.
Todd's been demoted in his own army.
He got dropped himself to the. Out of.
They used to be like an operation team a long time ago, but that's a long time ago. But the Notorious, I feel like they were around for a long time, and they kind of went away. And like a lot of their guys, I think were playing with BTA, and like that's the only one I really know of, I guess, is BTA. But I mean, even now, like there was a game earlier where I called maybe it's one of the BTA teams Notorious because they've got guys with Notorious jerseys on it, right? Like so, just kind of got that whole hodgepodge of players down there.
Heads up, Casey. Let me.
What'd you say?
All right. On the field now.
Brought my tablet so I could do this thing on big screen. Down here? I like that.
How this goes. On your breakout, BTA Butchers getting in a Dorito 1. Notorious though going to get a Dorito 2.
Break, and it looks like BTA's got 5 alive. Notorious
going to get all the way up to that Snake wedge. We haven't seen a lot of people play that yet. Over to the Notorious side, they're in Dorito 1 and 2. For some reason, Notorious doesn't really like that Dorito corner. They've been coming out of that a lot.
Well, they just lost their Dorito player too. I think that they go there to see if they make D2, and then they fill in that Dorito 1 to hold the tape. If
another body coming off here for BTA, is Todd going to take the walk, trying to bump up to that wedge.
Looks like both teams have lost 2 players.
And actually another body coming off here for BTA off the back line on the snake side. Just 2 bodies here for BTA. Dorito 1 and the snake side wedge. Over here on the Notorious side, you can see them in the snake insert over there, snake corner, and then this Dorito 1 player right here in front of us. Gonna make the bump into Doritos 2 now. Is just waiting on that wedge player right now. Show anything. Wedge player absolutely shutting down that snake side right now. Coming over here, BTA gonna get into Dorito 2. Comes the rundown. Gonna clean that one up. Jay almost got him with the one-handed look back there on the run-through, but couldn't quite pull that off. The trade, and Notorious gonna be able to run this one in. Alright, so another game really decided by that D side. First time we saw someone into that snake side wedge, but it looks like once again it just absolutely cuts down the snake side of the field if they're not already in the snake.
Yeah.
Almost
like
impossible
said,
to get.
Well, and it has good shots on the way up there, I think, right? So it's kind of, I mean, if I honestly, I feel like if I was playing this field, that's where I'd be going. Because I'd be shooting it, or I can control snake, like.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not sure what the Dorito side views are from that. But, I mean, he wasn't getting pressured from the Doritos until they got into D.
Yeah.
So.
When even like the D4, I think you have to back up to shoot it. It looks like from where I'm sitting right now. So.
Alright, Grit City coming up here. Looking at DBS Factory. Grit City on your breakout here. Heavy guns up for both teams. Jordan gonna take an early walk here though for DBS. Got shot trying to get into that Seattle on the snake side. Looks like 5 alive. Grit City though. Factory actually sent Brandon to the corner, and then he came into Dorito 2. And on his move into Dorito 3, they somehow got a shot on D2.
So he gets into D3 and shoots the snake 1, so.
Yeah, great crossfield shot there from Brandon.
Real fast, Grit City loses 2 bodies.
And it looks like just a couple bodies, 3 bodies here left, yeah, for Grit City. As they're going to get into Dorito 1, though. Get out of that corner. Coming over to the factory side. See that Dorito 1, or excuse me, Dorito 2 and 3 there. That's Gabe and Brandon. You have the stand-up wedge. And I can't see on the snake side. Looks like they have the snake corner. There should be Cage over there. They get another shot, though, here. It looks like a Goldie coming off. And they're going to send it. And, no, a major on Brandon there for spinning. Absolutely disastrous penalty there.
That's a one-on-one.
Good play there from Factory. Unfortunate. Now it's going to be a one-on-one. I think this is Cage.
Believes
on the Factory side. Over on the snake. We can't really see it on camera, so I'm going to come over here. See how this view looks. There we go. Yeah, so it's young Cage there at the 50.
I think that's
Not sure who.
I think it's Nico, I think.
Nico potentially there. Battling out of the massive brick back center. Grit City. When we need a cameraman
Yeah,
getting in on the action.
yeah.
Little battling it out. Cage makes a little bump. A lot of nice stand-up bunkers in the snake this time. Here. It's actually completely blocked out for me. I can't even see.
Yeah, I can't see it.
I'm just watching him on the camera view. Yeah, Casey, unfortunately, we don't have anybody to fly the drone this event. Oh, and Cage gonna take it.
Not a good shot.
Grit City gonna win this one off the back of just a rough penalty for Brandon. Kudos for DBS Factory. Do it. Yeah, we've flown a drone a couple times. I don't know, Casey, if you've our other streams. We've had a drone up a few times, but it's very weather dependent, obviously, and then we have to have somebody actually doing it.
Yeah, well, and it's not here right now, so.
Yeah, and we literally just don't have the drone here. Not today.
Not today, unfortunately.
All right, point confirmed there for Grit City. Got SDS taking the field. Right on, Casey. Yeah, glad to have you joining us. Some schedule confusion going on down there.
I don't know if it's just players being players with players going, this has got to be wrong. Like, did you look at the schedule? I mean, like,
Right.
I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. I don't think so, but who knows?
If you ever play a Ninjaball, keep in mind, just bring everything to Carlos.
100%. Always.
Always Carlos. All right, just waiting on Factory to get out here. They had a quick turnaround after that last game. I think we're actually coming up on the end of half of sets because it's only what 6.
Let me pull up the data.
Pretty quick one, yeah.
I'm the data guy. Let me pull it up.
And he's got 2 screens now.
Need more screens.
Got a tablet and a phone out.
Let's see.
Really growing into his production assistant role right now.
Yep. I try to do what I can to the best of my ability. If I could just navigate to where Ninjaball team list is out, that would be great.
Time out here for a second. Something.
So yeah, it looks like 6 teams for D4. And 13 in D5.
Really be feeding famine at the end of the season. Can go either way.
For real. Well, honestly, D4's got some solid teams in it, so like. Why?
It's when you move the headphone up or the microphone up.
You go ahead and call me Joe now.
All right, we swapped headsets because I'm louder.
All right,
so we're gonna
Factory
see if
loses
this
one.
works. On the breakout here, Factory sent one to the corner on the snake side.
Factory loses 2.
They lost 2 though. Yeah, looks like Jordan taking the walk.
Oh, SDS loses 1, moving across. He got shot in the head, I believe. I saw some spray. I could be incorrect.
Yeah, looks like, nope, looks like he's called clean. So 5 alive here still for SDS, looking at 3 from Factory. You can see Gabe here and Dorito 1 for Factory. I saw Jordan take the walk earlier.
They lost their snake side, the whole snake side.
Yeah, I think that was Bobo on the snake side too. I didn't see Cage that time. As SDS, again, the only team so far we've seen play that 50 structure there up the middle. As they're in it now. Putting some pressure on the Doritos. And he's really their only forward body right now. They're going to get a shot, though, on Gabe here.
And
I think it's just the stand-up wedge now for Factory. I don't see anybody left here for them. He's going to make the desperation move. That's Jack.
I have anyone that's the back center, but I haven't seen anything for a while.
No, there's nobody in the back center anymore.
You have the camera.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's going to do it for Factory, unfortunately. Just absolutely chopped up. SDS dialed in on these lanes already.
He quickly lost 2 off the break. Might have lost the battle. He might have been established in his bunker, I'm not sure. Definitely lost their tower.
Yep, fell apart quickly there. And SDS going to easily claim this one. Things moving along at a great clip this morning, which is excellent because we got two tournaments to run today. So this is D4 for everybody tuning in right now. And D5 going to come through right after D4 finishes. So we're going to have back-to-back events on the webcast. Danny, do you know if the chicken stand is going to be here today? I forgot to ask.
Actually, no.
I hope so.
I hope so too, dude. I forgot my. So I sent you a picture. My carne asada I make with this cauliflower.
Yeah,
Danny was flexing
his cooking on me yesterday.
I left my house and I was thinking.
Left it at home.
I was thinking in my head. I was like, "There's something you're forgetting." And I knew my wife asked me to take my paintball stuff out of the garage. I was like, "Okay, I did that. Mission accomplished." The other stuff I just put in my car ahead of time so I don't forget. Yeah, well, guess what? I literally got 5 minutes from my house maybe and thought breakfast was.
I also didn't fix breakfast this morning, but I just went to McDonald's. So.
I thought to say food, but I don't think anyone's hard boiled. How about that?
All right, here we go. That body count is not correct, but this is Grit City and Notorious. Yeah, Sam, thanks for tuning in, buddy. Alrighty, Grit City on your screen. Notorious on the far side. Here we go. Grit City going to get straight into Dorito 1. Same for Notorious. Grit City going to go up to that Snakeside turret as Notorious. Going to lose 2 bodies on the Dorito side in quick succession. They lost their front body, and then they lost on the fill as well. So it's a little bit of disaster here for Notorious. Let's come over to their side. Check that out. You can see them in the doubled up is still in the back center, and now in the snake corner. Ref checking him out, though.
Notorious loses their snake corner, so now it's Goon and one other body. And
Yeah, they were doubled up in the back center. They just finally filled out to this the can here on the Dorito side.
I think he just gets nicked in the top of a pod, maybe. Maybe not.
And the back center going to get peeled off there, so it's just going to be This body, yeah, and the cannon is going to be an impossible spot for him. So Grit City with a super fast win here.
Goon walking off is just getting shot because people can't see him. I like Goon. He's just like, well, I'm getting shot.
He just doesn't even care.
Yeah, like paintball. That dude definitely played in the day.
Yeah,
Ruthless.
a lot of bonus ball and getting
like,
walked off the field.
Care.
Yep. Yeah, you can tell when some people come out of that era. Just don't even flinch. That's why I love watching these 10-man classics with all these like old school guys.
For real.
Just stand up blasting each other every once in a while. All right, and yeah, we're back to the back through the schedule already. So we're on BTA versus BTA here. All right, we're going to keep this on the Butchers for the breakout. So this is Butchers versus BTA 2 here. BTA 2, though, is mostly the actual BTA guys, so confusing naming here.
Definitely.
See the fog still sticking around a little bit. Starting to peel off some, or burn off some, I guess. Butcher's going to get straight into D1. So is BTA 2. BTA 2 going to get into Dorito 2 here now. It's like 5 alive for both teams. Butcher's going to fill out to that Dorito can. Coming over here, you can see strong Dorito side presence here for BTA 2.
Oh, bam. 50 snake.
Both teams basically abandoning the snake, although BTA 2 just lost their only snake side body that I can see.
Yes, that's true. They already they're down 2 bodies.
Yeah, they already
so.
lost one, and
Yep.
there goes another one. So the Big Todd going to fill out here to the corner and leave them. Going to get shot right away. So just 2 bodies here in the Doritos left for BTA 2.
Ian's going to work on the snake side now. Not going to be fun for these
Yeah,
guys.
let me come over here. You can see them wrapping all the way down the snake right now, putting a ton of pressure on these Doritos. And it's just going to be this Dorito 2 here left. He's going to get shot in the back.
Not a lot that you can do when I mean, that retreat move from D1 back is like, there's nothing, like, you're already...
Yeah, you're already done at that point,
They're behind
really.
you, they're in front of you. like
Yeah, unfortunately, BTA 2 lost their second snake body at the same time that Todd filled out wider on the Dorito side, so they really just couldn't do anything to stop that snake aggression. The Butcher's still looking strong here. I'm going to take... I'm pretty sure that's game 2 for them over BTA 2. We're going to have SDS and Grit City coming on. Yeah, shout out to Keith, who's down here doing the scorekeeper role today, trying to get people on the field, keep things moving. We appreciate that. I'm actually going to come over here to the SDS side for the breakout. If I can. There we go.
If you're watching this and you used to be a tournament guy, a big game next. Not that that's a tournament thing, but it's definitely a fun filled day of paintball over on the ball field.
Yeah, definitely come check us out for the big game. Here we go on your breakout. SDS straight into Dorito 1 again. Oh, yeah, sorry, Wiley. Let me come over to the grid side for you.
SDS loses 2 at the same time, basically.
Yeah, SDS
one off
loses
snake side, one off D side.
Couple bodies here pretty quickly. Great, you can see here now in the Dorito corner and the Dorito 2. They still got one in the back center as they fill out to the corner. Or excuse me, coming all the way up now. Thought he was going to fill out wider, but he's going up to the temple.
They do lose their snake side tower, though, on a bump.
Yep, Snake tried to get up to that snake side wedge. Couldn't do it.
I don't know where the last...
4 on 3.
Where's the last SDS guys? Are 2 in the back center, or is he over in the snake tower?
Let me come over here. I can't see. It looks like they have a gateway.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely gateway. I just saw his barrel go. So it's back center, gateway, the D side wedge. The gateway dies, though.
Yeah, commentator cursed there for the gateway. As soon as we saw him there, he gets shot.
The back center moves over to the D1.
SDS
oh, man, that's not good. Oh.
Getting flooded.
Man.
Oh, and actually got both of them coming in, so just sloppy closeout here as Goldie tries to come down the snake side. He's going to trade. This is a one-on-one now. All of a sudden.
Is check too.
And yeah, he's getting checked out right now. Come over here. You can see the refs. And they're going to end up trading. All right, and a little words with the ref there, but they're going to trade out, so that's going to be a no point for SDS. Actually, Zach Mills walking towards the buzzer. Did he not get shot?
I don't know. I got shot a few balls on him.
I mean, yeah, he for sure shot at him.
He looks perfectly clean.
Yeah.
Front of his shirt has 0 yellow on it. Cover. Like, not even any wiped off hits.
Yeah, it looks like he somehow did not trade there, and Zach Mills going to casually walk that one
That's
in.
crazy. I thought it was a trade for sure. I think we're both sitting here
100%, yeah.
like... See, but that's the thing, though. That's the thing, right? Like that call earlier, where the ref can't see the inside of the field from out here.
Yeah.
Couldn't see it. We just made an assumption. Like,
even with all these cameras and us being up high, we can't see everything. So SDS going to actually take that one down.
Well, it's crazy too, because I mean, they was it Grit City? Well, and then Grit City kind of threw 2 bodies away, where they both just went up. Well, yeah, I guess 3 for sure.
3 in really quick succession. Yeah. Yeah, they had those 2 guys running down the Doritos and just absolutely running into the guns of SDS.
For sure.
All right, so we're going to have DBS Factory here and BTA Deuce. Danny has the air pressure.
Air pressure's great. I think we're at 4,400.
One of Danny's requirements for coming up here to do Ninjaball commentary was he has to keep an eye on the air banks.
The most critical part.
Yeah.
Critical. You have to have your key metrics, all right? This is a critical point. 4,400 is right now. Acceptable.
Got to keep those fills rolling for the tournament.
Another sign that Iketo is doing a job.
Yep, shout out to Iketo running the compressors as necessary. Holding it down. Alrighty, we're going to have DBS Factory here on the breakout. A little bit of a rough event for Factory this time. Looking a little rusty. Looks like BTA going to go heavy guns up.
Oh, and Jordan gets shot bumping over the tower.
Immediately
I
gets
think
shot
he's been kill one.
Back center.
Yeah, I think he's been kill 1 each game for them. That sucks, but
they did get up to this Dorito side wedge, though, and as we've been talking about, you can just absolutely shut down that snake lane. And Brandon
BTA loses
the
body
corner.
on the D side. Maybe. Oh, yeah. So now they lost 2 bodies now. They have no D side.
Yeah, BTA just getting absolutely blown out on the Dorito side all of a sudden here. As Gabe comes out of the back center to this can here on the Dorito side, and Brandon's in Dorito 2.
BTA gets into the snake, though, so that's good.
Yeah, they snuck into the snake despite DBS been sitting on that lane that whole time, it looked
like. And then
like.
bumps over. They're not really playing contained very well today for Factory, huh?
Yeah, no, unfortunately, Factory just dropping these lanes right now. Brandon here trying to wrap around on that snake. Let's come over here to the BTA side real quick. See them in Dorito 1. Snake 1 and then Snake
And D1
corner.
gets shot.
And Dorito 1 getting peeled off there right as we're looking over.
Factory loses their middle guy.
Yeah,
but
Factory going to lose their
BTA
body.
loses their Snake corner, so just one left for BTA on 3 Factory players right now.
Yeah, so it looks like just Snake 1 left here, and he's going to get a lot of pressure here from Brandon.
And he gets... Brandon's pretty quick.
Yeah, he's got some speed for sure. But sometimes that speed takes him straight into a referee, you know?
Sure. Push the button. I'm just going to stand around my... Doesn't know the... Shooting this way.
Hang out for a little bit. Like nobody wants to come check Brandon out for him, so he's going to do it himself. He looks clean from up here. It's pretty bright yellow paint today, so if you're hit, you probably know it. What are the grades today? What paint?
So there's Empire Premium, which is the carbon fiber shell with the yellow fill.
Yeah.
I think it's a custom box. It's essentially like a 4.5 star quality, where it's the orange. I think it's orange. I think everyone's using the carbon fiber ball today.
Premium.
Yeah, the premium.
Yeah, I've only seen yellow paint out here, so.
I think it's kind of crazy because I've tested both of them. They both test well, but another deal. People use one thing, it works. Stick with it.
Yep. Alrighty, so Factory going to take that one down. Once again, strong Dorito side push. Winning the day. I have Notorious on the field and BTA Butchers. Alrighty, teams set up here. This is Notorious on your breakout. They've sent one to the Dorito 2 a couple times. Let's see if they'll do it again.
I think I shot off the break the last game. They did that.
Yeah, that's true. They lost the Dorito runner a couple times now, so might chill out a little bit. We'll see. BTA been doing heavy guns up in the classic BTA style. Here we go. Looks like they're going to run it down to Dorito 1. Makes it in clean. Seeing 5 alive for both teams right now as they get into Dorito 2 pretty quickly.
BTA loses their D1.
Body.
Make it into the Snake clean, though.
Yeah, Snake 1 here now for BTA Butchers. Another body coming off the Dorito side, though, for them. Absolutely no Dorito presence as they get into Dorito 3 and 2 here for Notorious. Going to lose their forward body here, though, for Notorious. Out of that Dorito 3, he lost a little gunfight with the back center. Notorious now in the 50 Snake, though. We come over here to the Butcher side of the field. You can see them in the Snake corner.
Good move on the inside.
Snake 1, here comes the run. Looks like he makes it, and he's going to look in.
Maybe just the back center at this point.
So just the back center here now, and he's going to get shot pretty quickly there. Oh, no. Notorious is going to shoot their own player in the back. Oops. That's all right. That's kill 6 for them. And yeah, Notorious still going to be able to take this one home despite the friendly fire. Alrighty, BTA2 and SDS coming up here. Moving at a great pace right now. Shout out to the Ninjas keeping this rolling. I think both Ninjas made Sunday at the NXL this last weekend. None of them made the finals though.
Yeah, they got knocked out, I think, in first round on Sunday.
Yep. Pretty good showing though for both Ninja squads.
I think the X-Ball team was 4-0. I think they did like really well in prelims actually.
3-1.
3-1.
Yeah, they lost their last prelim game, but it didn't matter. They easily made Sunday. Yeah, so the Ninjas actually running 2 NXL squads this last year. They had a D4 5-man and then a D3 X-Ball squad. And both of them made Sunday. So shout out to the Ninjas. Putting in that work. Getting the results. And putting on these events. I still want to know if that sandwich place is setting up today, though.
Message Carlos.
Honestly, most of the reason I came out here was for that sandwich. Not gonna lie.
You got like a couple hats. I mean, come on, you're getting to be spoiled,
I got
Joe.
hooked up today.
Joe, you normally get nothing. Now you got some hats.
I got some hats. I might get a chicken sandwich. Living the dream right now.
Even the paintball
Sandwich
world.
would really seal the deal, though. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Smackin' Sandwiches. They've been out here the last couple of events, slinging those like Nashville-style hot chicken sandwiches. Delicious.
Definitely very good.
All right, ref's doing a little bunker maintenance right here, and we will get it going. All right, here we go. SDS coming up on the breakout. TA2 on the far side. Here we go. SDS going straight into Dorito 1 once again. Same for BTA. BTA has the can behind the Dorito as well. 5 alive for both teams right now. SDS trying to get that crossfield shot from the gateway into the Dorito. Looks like he didn't get him, though. Still 5 alive here as the BTA going to get into Snake. Now let's come over to the BTA side real quick. You can see them in Dorito 1 and 2. Back center, Snake 1 and Snake side Temple, it looks like. Yeah. So no Snake corner for them, but they don't need it. There's nobody else wide on the Snake side for SDS.
Snake might have got shot going around the beam. Yep.
Yeah, got shot on the move. Unfortunate. Didn't get low enough there. So SDS going to slide into the Snake now. Take over that position. 5 on 4 here now in their favor. Still field position advantage to BTA, though. They're in that stand-up wedge on the Dorito side. They're in Dorito 1 and 2 and the back center. SDS going to make a move up the middle of the field, though, into this Temple, and he's just going to wait on this Dorito body. Nothing on the Snake side to pressure him right now. Snake for SDS actually just standing up and going. That's the first time I've seen that one. He went down the highway, jumped over the beam into Snake 2.
Hey, it worked. Whatever works.
Yep. Oh, and you're going to get a shot here on this Temple. He couldn't get tight enough there. Stand up Temple, though. Excuse me, the wedge. Wow, just some chaos here. I can't even keep track of it. 3 on 3 is right. As the Snake player just got shot, didn't realize the Dorito 3 was hot.
And a wedge dies, so now it's a 2 on 3 with BTA having an advantage here.
Yeah, Zach Bill's taking the walk there.
Field position. The DM1. What do we got over here for Big Todd? I'm just kidding. DM3
It's a DM4. They're going to trade. Todd's going to give him a few extra. And this is a 2 on 1 now. Coming over here, you can see just the stand-up temple here. Going to be looking at Todd coming down the field. Tough spot for him to stay in right now. He's going to have to live behind his gun now. Although the snake player came inside, which is an interesting decision. So
There we
going to
go.
be shot on the hopper, though. Yep. That's going to do it. So
Todd
Todd
got
going to
him.
run this one in.
Love me some Big Todd.
Rocking the DM4. Wonder what board he has in that to shoot 10.5. I have to ask him about that.
I don't know.
Alrighty, BTA and SDS. Gonna wrap that one up. TA2 taking that game down. Looks like we got Grit City coming out here. Yep. And Butchers. And the sun is coming out, folks. Love to see it. Hopefully going to finally burn off all of this fog. And here we go. Both teams going to double up the back center, get straight into Dorito 1. We've been seeing that a whole lot today. Oh, they're going to lose one of their back centers, though, for Grit City. So 5-on-4 here right now in favor of the Butchers. Pretty similar positions here, actually. Dorito corner here now for Grit City as he comes out of that Dorito side can. They're also in the gateway, who's just shooting crossfield, trying to catch the move into Dorito 2 from the Butchers. Butchers makes it in clean, though. Some great secondary moves here for both teams. Let me come over to the Butcher side here as they slide into Snake 1. They're in the back center. Dorito 2. Dorito corner. Snake 1. And I can't see Snake corner, it looks like, as well for them. All right. So great field positions here for the Butchers. Coming over here, Grit City just slid into Snake 1. It's a Snake for both teams here now. Dorito 2 here as well for Grit City. Grit City with some great secondary movement here. Oh, you're going to get a shot crossfield on the Snake corner, even up that body count. Colin, it killed 2. Did the back center come out? No, back center. Looks like he's still there. BTA, so still 4-on-4 right now. Come back over to the Dorito battle here. It's Dorito 2 versus Dorito 2 for both teams, and the corner for both teams. Butcher's going to fill out to the Snake side temple now. It's D3 going to get filled in. Oh, and the Dorito 2 here for Savage Joe's going to get shot. Not even sure where he got hit from. So we got the Dorito corner here. He's looking inside right now. Coming over here really quick to the Snake side, you can see they have that Snake side temple and the Snake 1. Snake 1 are going to get shot, though, from the Dorito 3. I'm not sure he knew that was hot. The back center are going to come off, so Grit City just falling apart here now as the Butchers coming down the field. They're in Snake 50 and Dorito 3. And that's going to do it. Be all 5 of Grit City here. And Butcher's going to run this one in. Oh, the sun feels nice. All right. Most of this fog coming off now, as we should be getting pretty close to the end of the D4 games for the prelims, at least. I don't have my schedule copy right now, but should just need whatever game 3s pretty soon. Again, only 6 teams for D4 today. So it should be a pretty quick event for them. I think we're going to have Notorious and DBS Factory. DBS Factory having an uncharacteristic rough event this time. All right, I'm going to have the breakout here for DBS Factory. Going to go straight up to that Temple and Dorito 1, or excuse me, that Wedge and Dorito 1. Notorious are actually going to get into Dorito 2 and Snake 1. Comes Gabe out of the back center, coming out Dorito side. Seeing 5 alive for both teams still here, as Notorious now going to come into both Doritos.
Goon dies out of the wedge.
Yeah, they did lose one behind
Casey
him.
Kane makes a big field with a snake corner. John dies. That's
Dorito.
kill 2 for Notorious is 2 down, and they lose their snake corner, so it's 2 on 4, I believe, right now.
Yeah, Notorious just falling out of their bunkers right now. Factory gonna slide into Snake 1 now. It's just gonna be Snake 1 and Dorito 2 here for Notorious. See Gabe there wrapping around, coming up to Dorito 3 here, and then he's gonna get a shot crossfield. Looks like he missed his shot, unfortunately, on the Snake.
Bad move up the middle.
Oh, just unfortunate move there, right into the gun of Notorious. Oh, and Gabe just gets caught with his hopper hanging out. Sloppy play here from Factory trying to close this one out. Now it's 2 on 2.
It is for the record. Dorito 2 player just said 2 on 2, brother. They're actually brothers, okay? You get a lot of this bro
Perfect.
talk around here, but I'm pretty positive they actually are brothers.
All right, so yeah, 2 on 2 here now. Field spread absolutely favoring Notorious. Come over here to the Snake side for Factory. You can see Snake 1 and the stand-up Temple for them. As Notorious coming all the way down the Dorito side now, nobody looking at him. Cage in a really tough spot in the Snake now. As Notorious is all the way down, you can see him wrapping around there, Dorito. And here he comes on the move across. Cage is going to have to just stand up and trade. They're calling a major on somebody.
Who's it even on?
I think it's on
Notorious.
Cage.
No, it's the.
Oh, no, it was on Notorious. Both gave each
Chaos
other a
over
little
there.
extra. Happens sometimes. All right, looks like it's offsetting majors here. So it's gonna be no point.
That makes sense.
Yeah, they both shot the crap out of each other.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Major for both of them. Both people die. No point. Cool. That makes perfect sense. JB's got it on lock.
Yep, the refs have it.
So basically, you have two players shoot each other, trade. They keep shooting each other. Penalty for both of them for playing on. Boom. Other live players gone. So.
Yep. Yep. So that call makes perfect sense to me, and it vibes with what we saw.
Perfect sense for me too.
Yep.
Well, he's saying that he was the last guy, but I think they were pulling the other guy on a penalty anyway.
Yeah.
Like.
They were both gonna get pulled on those penalties.
Yeah.
And then they both will start. I think they'll both start the next game 4-on-4.
Maybe.
I'm not sure how that will pan out. The refs will figure that out, but
that's a
yeah,
Carlos
it turns
question.
out you can't just stand there shooting another guy.
Yeah.
Or both shooting each other after you're both dead.
I hear if you do that with the whole, hopper and reload, you get kicked out of paintball or something like that.
Yeah, I think your day's done at that point.
Yes.
Yep, check their guns for good measure. Make sure they're shooting 10-5. All right, so getting on to the next game here is going to be SDS and BTA Butchers. Looks like the end result of that last game was offsetting majors, and both teams are going to start 4-on-4 for their next game against each other.
Which makes perfect sense to Joe and I.
Yeah, that's what me and Danny said at the beginning.
Yeah.
Then
Penalty,
a lot more discussion
boom,
happened, and then it worked out that way anyways. Alrighty, on the breakout here, looks like 5 alive for both teams. Nobody into the Doritos. Oh, excuse me, Butcher's actually in Dorito 1. You come over to their side real quick. You can see them doubling up the back center there. Dorito 1, Snakeside Temple, and Snake
It'd still be
Puller.
5-on-5.
Yep, 5-on-5 for both teams.
The sun's coming out. We're starting to lose the fog here. It's nice.
Yeah. SDS now into Dorito 1. They have this turret on the Dorito side, on his knees, just holding down that that snake lane.
And the BTA back center took a pod out, didn't need it, put it on the ground, shot a little more, picked the pod back up, and reloaded with it. Kind of crazy.
I like it. I was thinking maybe he dropped a pod there to block the foot shot, which is a classic move, but then he picked it up, so then I was confused.
He described it a little too early. No big deal.
It's like Dorito 2 here now as the shadows are going to get a little long. Going to get peeled off, though, right as we switch the camera. SDS going to get into the snake. Looks like he might have made it clean.
BTA makes it into.
Yeah, BTA jumps that gap right as SDS comes off the lane, finally. He was literally sitting down, looking at that lane this whole game.
Oh. Well, Well, 2 for 3. He made it up there twice. The third time he might have ruined his paintball gun.
Yeah, definitely heard his gas line go off there. Might have ripped his macro out. Yep, he's leaking.
Yeah, something's broken.
Snake 3, though, for SDS. So this guy in the 50 might not need his gun working anyways. They're going to fill out to the Dorito corner now as well. And come over to the Snake side, sorry. You can see them now, Snake 3 there. Stand up Temple. They're going to get a shot in on the Dorito side for Butchers.
They're down to 2 bodies now because they lost their D1 in there.
So yeah, coming over here to the Butcher side, they have Snake 1, Snake corner, and back center. Snake corner gets peeled off right as I say it, though. The 2 bodies left here for the Butchers, back center, and Snake 1.
Gone.
Oh, that's
Snake
an
only
LV1.
now.
I wonder what was even leaking on that.
What's that?
Like, it's an LV1, so like...
Might have been his... Oh, it's still leaking. I think he's turning the air on and off. I'm pretty sure. Like.
Yeah. Snake's going to come off here. SDS.
Ian is clearly
Run that
signaling
one
he's
down.
gone.
His tank is just absolutely dumping.
I wonder if his grip frame bent or something and it like popped
Yeah,
or like
I wonder
or
if his ASA is like shot right now.
ASA, there's the transfer tube.
Yeah, the air
like-
transfer tube. Yeah, could be anything.
But he definitely spiked. I mean, the barrel got stuck in the
Yeah,
like.
yeah. He hard. He would have had a core sample if this wasn't turf.
Yeah, totally. Like, well, then he probably really would have bent his grip frame because it would have actually stuck into the ground.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wiley, SDS, let's see, goggle-wise. I'm seeing an EVS for sure.
I think their center guy has a JT goggle, right? Yeah.
Yeah, there's a Proflex over there. Another Proflex. Yeah, it looks like mostly JT Empire stuff.
Joe's about to pack it up.
Yeah, looks like we might not have chicken today. Danny might have to close this one out solo. All right, in this blessed sunshine.
Yeah, it's like beautiful now, and immediately like I mean, last 30 minutes I went from like slowly sun peeking out to now. Now we're gonna have some
all that
overinflated
fog.
bunkers.
Yeah, it's gonna get warm now. Now people are gonna have to take care of their paint too. Gonna turn the corner here from having to keep your paint a little warm to having to keep it cool.
Second one.
All right, looks like we got Notorious and BTA2 getting set up here. Notorious just missing a couple guys. Yeah, Wiley, definitely a little throwback to Vicious. I can see that for sure. I mean, the long sleeve with iron-ons is a staple of paintball all the way back to the 90s, so.
100%.
I still have some of my iron-on jerseys from the early 2000s, so.
That's funny. And today is going to be a fantastic day.
Yeah,
Pretty smooth so far. The weather's looking beautiful. I think it's supposed to get up to 75 is like the high of the day.
yeah, it's going to be nice. Sunny, some clouds a little later, but that's cool. Here we go, Notorious on your breakout.
I think the D1 player might have got hit in the foot. Checking him, nope,
Ref's
he's good to
giving a
go.
Close check here. That's Vaughn
Notorious
over
loses
there,
the body.
very thorough.
BTA gets in the snake.
Snake side, yep. 5 on 4 here. 5 on 3, actually. They're going to lose another one off the Dorito side.
Is it 3? Oh, yeah. 5 on 3. D1 dies. Man, Notorious is falling apart right now.
Yeah, Notorious
Let's see
absolutely.
if Gunnar can pull this out here.
BTA
Somebody
lose
shoots.
their Dorito body. You can see the last two here for Notorious. That stand-up wedge on the Dorito side and snake corner is all they have.
Like BTA fills back. I thought he died. He was running off all
I thought
weird.
he was walking off the field, but he's just, it's like, nah, I don't want to play the gateway.
Gun gets a little sloppy, gets picked off.
Yep, so just the snake corner here now for Notorious, and he's looking at 4 bodies. BTA, it's a tough spot to be in. It's a tiny bunker anyways. Here comes the hammer.
That probably is the worst.
And that'll do it.
Kind of sucks because like you had to pick between being the tall cake or you want to be in the giant wedge. I'm like, both kind of suck. The big wedge, like so many spots you can come out of, but like hard to. I hate battling out of those things. Like
You have to move a lot, yeah. Yeah, you have a lot of bunker to cover in the big wedge versus not a lot of bunker to hide behind in the tall cake. So Alrighty, Grit City and Factory coming out here. I know Wiley's still watching. Assume that's Ian and Wiley, so we'll swap over there. So you can see Grit City on your breakout. Things moving along nicely here. Haven't seen any paint issues so far, for the most part.
I don't actually know. Like I don't get paint issues, but I mean I don't like see anything at all. I don't think people. There might be some breaks here or there, but I haven't seen anybody have to stop a squeegee. Like
Yeah,
guy broke his gun diving in, but
that wasn't the paint's fault.
definitely not the paint's fault. Tell you what, Joe. One thing I don't like is getting text on tournament.
Right?
Like that notification is.
So that's everybody's cue to text Danny real quick.
Yeah, good.
Man, I might need some sunblock now today. Absolutely turning the corner on this weather right now. All right, breakout coming up. Grit City, Savage Joe's on your camera. They're going to easily slide into Dorito 1 here. His Factory going to lose 1 off the back center. Savage Joe's, though, going to lose 1 off the snake side. So 4 on 4 from what I can see here. Savage Joe's going to get into that Dorito corner. Down to Dorito 2. Let me come over to the Factory side here. We got Dorito corner for them. Nothing in the back center anymore. They're in the...
Hey, Jordan stayed alive this time for Factory. It's amazing.
Yeah, Jordan made it out. Love to see it. So we're in Dorito 1 here now for Factory. The Dorito side wedge. Looks like the snake gateway. And that mini cake on the snake side. Or excuse me, that turret on the snake side as well. Yeah, it looks like Savage Joe's lost their Dorito corner. Oh, and they just lost Goldie out of the back center trying to get out.
So did they lose their Dorito corner too?
It's
I think they're down to 2 bodies then, right?
Yeah,
so
2 bodies
Dorito
for Savage Joe's now. So we'll keep it
and
on
then the Dorito
them.
gets shot, so it's just the Dallas Dorito side can.
He's going to retreat there
The
to the
back
back
center.
center. Cage slides into Snake 1 here for Factory.
Oh.
Great shot there from Brandon. Just take out that last body.
That's the thing that sucks is you big old brick and like that rat. You know, where
Yeah.
the heck are they? You try to look for stuff, protect yourself. People can sneak up on you real easy. Suck.
Alrighty.
Hey, I debated standing that brick up, by the way. but I know that Corey Fields and Thomas Taylor, like if they set this up weeks in advance, they'd be like, no standing the brick. Stand it up every time. Why not?
Why not?
Like a good omen, you know? Like saying, hey, I can endure any weather that comes. Like, no problem.
All right, so Factory going to nail that one. Over Grit City. Danny lost my paper schedule. So I don't know what else is coming up, but we'll have
What are you
some
talking
more
about?
games.
What are you talking about? The schedule wasn't down there.
Yeah, no, I know. It's somewhere. I got to go get another schedule from Lowe's for D5.
I can get you one.
Sure.
Here, watch this. I'll make magic happen for you, okay?
All right. I believe in you, Danny. Shout out to Ikato.
Ikito's the man.
Get his run on for us.
I think Jonah's hiding. Just
It's going to be a beautiful day for rec ball, by the way. Those of y'all sitting at home thinking, man, I sure wish I could play some paintball today. Come out for rec ball.
and I think it's 6 is one. Yeah. I think.
Yeah,
I
it's
should
going
probably
to be
know these
beautiful
things.
all day.
Probably should know these.
All right, it's a little short break here. At SDS hanging out. They might be on the field. To work out a music solution.
Yeah.
These little bits of downtime.
If someone would get on the video, then we could play between.
Yeah. Only somebody would do that.
I know.
If anybody has any favorite like open license music, hit me up with it. So we don't get copyright strikes, but try to get something to fill these downtime. All right, I got a little break here. I think that might have been the end of the prelims. Waiting to hear from the refs. Yeah, it might have just been the end of the second set of prelim games. Yeah, so Carlos has to update all the scorekeeping, get us see who has game threes. Yep, so SDS and Factory coming out. All right, shout out to Ikato getting our schedules up here. All right, yeah, it looks like we're in our game 3s here now. This is going to be SDS and DBS Factory. Alrighty, here we go. SDS on your breakout versus DBS Factory. This is game 3 for them, so this is the decider. Here we go. They're going to send one straight into Snake 1. Cage going to make it in clean. They're going to lose one out of the back center, though. Looks like that's Jordan taking the early walk there. Brandon went out to the Dorito corner, then got into Dorito 2 right away. Coming over here to see for them. Fortunately, the shadows.
Factory might have to sit
long.
Jordan. He gets shot all the time.
What?
I think Jordan died again.
Yeah, he did. Coming back over here to the SDS side, you can see them in the back center. Dorito 1, Dorito side wedge, Snake side temple, and Snake corner, it looks like.
Oh, Brandon gets hit in the hopper.
Oh, Brandon going to get peeled off there. Unfortunate game so far for Factory.
Gabe tactically retreats back to the corner.
Retreat over there to the Dorito corner, try to control this Dorito aggression. They still have Cage and Snake 1, and one of these guys here.
Probably Jack.
The wedge. Ref coming in to check the D corner here. That's
Gone.
Gabe. He is hit. So Factory just absolutely falling apart in this game, unfortunately, as SDS now coming into the Dorito 1.
See if SDS core samples. Nope, he goes a different way. Bobo in the left wing.
Yep, Bobo there in that stand-up wedge. Cage now in Snake 3, but he has... I don't know if you can quite see him. See that wedge player holding his gun up high, shooting down. There
Factory loses their Snake.
Yeah, so just the one body left here.
Uh-oh.
And there comes the run through. Get Bobo in the back. That's going to do it. All right, SDS going to take that one down. Man, we're actually ahead of the paper schedule right now, Danny. Can you believe it?
That's the expectation.
It never happens, though. So
I don't look at it, so.
Yeah. Shout out to Carlos and the Ninjas running an efficient tournament so far. Love to see it. We're going to have Grit City coming up versus Notorious. Alrighty, so just some teams filtering out here. waiting on Notorious. Hope they would be ready after all that downtime, but can't get everything, I guess. Alrighty. Looks like we got everybody here. Finally getting set. And here we go.
Oh, Goon gets shot in the wrist. They still have 4 alive for Notorious, and BTA's got 5 alive, it looks like.
Yeah, Grit City might have lost one coming up to that snake side wedge. They do. So 4-on-4 here now. Great field position for Grit City, though, coming over to their side. You can see them in Dorito 1. D-side wedge. They just lost the back center, though, as I was complimenting them. Notorious just filled out to D2.
They lose another body? No?
No, I think they still have the corner.
First guy.
Yeah, Dorito corner, Dorito 1 for Grit City. Dorito side wedge, and then Snake corner. Which is good because Notorious is in D1, D2, Snake 1, and Snake corner. Oh, Dorito going to get peeled off here for Grit City, down to 3. Seeing a lot of guys losing gunfights today.
Yeah. I feel like it's a gunfighter field, right? Like,
absolutely is so far.
Goldie moves into the snake.
Yep, Goldie hitting the snake, looking crossfield. It's like Snake 2 here now for Grit City. Come over to the Snake side here, take a look real quick. You can see them in Snake 2. Can't quite see Goldie there on the opposite side on Snake 1. Still have Dorito corner and this Dorito side wedge. I think the Dorito corner just got shot, though. Yep, here he goes. So 2 bodies left here for Grit City. This is the Dorito side wedge and Snake 1 for them. I'm going to get shot out. Great shot there from Grit City. Snake, though, getting out to the Snake 50 here for Notorious. He's going to stand up, come over the top, try to shoot Goldie out of the Snake 1. Doesn't get him. Fortunate view here with these shadows, but you can see they're in Dorito 1 now.
Oh, Goldie.
Coming over here, the move. Goldie came off the inside and gets absolutely clapped by Notorious coming up to Dorito 3. And now it's just Dorito 1 looking at 3 bodies, it looks like, from Notorious. He's going to come wide and get him. And that's going to do it. Notorious going to take this one down. Yeah, definitely a gunfighter field so far.
Definitely.
Which is interesting because there's some really big gaps, but people just aren't waiting for it. They're just battling it out. I think it's going to be a really fun field for D5.
Definitely. Definitely. You're getting a chicken sound.
All right, it looks like BTA versus BTA coming up here. Hope everybody watching is doing well today. Like I mentioned before, it is beautiful paintball weather right now, so if you're not getting out to play,
Here we go.
You're missing out.
See what I said?
But we appreciate you watching anyways. If you're not playing paintball, you might as well be watching it. It's going to be BTA, I think. Yeah, we're going to have Butchers on the screen here versus BTA 2. There we go, it updated. All right. Sounds like sounds like BTA in typical BTA fashion has like 4 game 3s. They're gonna have to. I just heard the scorekeeper say they have 3 back-to-back games.
I always think when a game, there's not a third game in a set, like, oh, we gained some time, but like, not really, because it's
Nope.
just back to back.
Yeah. Yeah, they should have broken that up. They should have moved those games around so BTA was in between some of these other games.
Not that many teams though, so I don't know if it would work. Plus, I don't think you have to like manually do that.
Yeah, you for sure have to manually move them. Alrighty, here we go. Butchers, 3 guns up. Don't get anybody for it. BTA getting into Dorito 2. Oh, they just lost both of their back centers, though, somehow.
Well, and they lost a back center on the other side, too.
Yeah, so 3 bodies walking off here in total. 4 bodies, actually. Snake coming off for the Butchers. And another body. What is happening in this game right now? It's like grenades going off all over the place. The Butchers just lost another body, Snake side. BTA 2 now, 3 bodies looking at 2. Only the Dorito bodies left for the Butchers. And they're going to get peeled off from the Snake. That's going to do it.
Not even actually sure what happened. I mean, game starts.
Yeah, game
Dead.
starts.
Dead.
The 2 back centers for BTA 2 get shot.
One on the other side.
And then the Butchers lose one over the top. And then the Butchers lose their Snake. And then the Butchers lost another body Snake side.
Yeah, and they just had their Dorito guys. Bam, bam.
Yeah. Like, that was madness. All right. Well, BTA figured it out. And BTA 2 going to win the BTA grudge match. And I think BTA 2 has like 2 more games here coming up, so we're going to have a little delayed turnaround while they get that set up. It's like Factory coming out here. That's going to be Factory. Yep, Factory and BTA 2. Alrighty. Got Factory on the far side here. I think it's BTA 2 we're waiting on for the camera side. It's obviously slowing down a bit here on the back end of the schedule. Waiting for BTA 2 here. Shout out to the Ninjas taking this downtime to get some cleanup, get some air back in some of these bunkers, let some air out of some of the overinflated ones. Blaze says Eastside Roughnecks 2022. Y'all gonna come play? Is that what you're saying, Blaze? Hope to see you. Always use more teams out here.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll look at it afterwards. Yeah, thank you.
One of the Doritos has a little tear. Patch job in between events later.
I think we're getting a new. Hard to figure that thing out.
Yeah.
But this
Sub
bunker.
air or air ups?
That's what NXL.
Yeah.
Air ones are definitely still. I have an air up set also.
Right.
Air ones. Like frankly, I feel like there's this big discussion with air up, super air. Both do the same. They are marginally sized.
Yeah, they're a little different. Yeah.
But both have pros and cons. They both. Although I don't know if it's true or not. I think it was Diamond Hill Paintball got a new super air set. They changed the valve. The valve that was on the Diamond Hill bunkers was different than what is on the one I have here, where it's cap that goes. The male cap that threads in. Like on the newer bunkers, they moved to a style where cap that's a female cap, and it looked like the nipple that comes out of the bunker was like.
Okay.
I got to research a little.
Yeah, see what's going on with that.
Yeah, man, you can't end up with like that bunker they pointed out here has a little bit of a valve issue, and it's like, okay, I mean this bunker set's 2-3 years old. Like we had the COVID rest period, but like nothing crazy, right? Expected, but
yeah,
we're having problems in a period of time.
Certainly. Alrighty, I'm not sure who we're waiting on now. I think it's still BTA 2 that we're waiting on.
Definitely waiting on BTA.
Yep. Yeah, Danny likes to talk too quietly, and the microphone doesn't pick him up very well.
A whisperer.
Yeah.
Art.
He likes that really dramatic, soft voice.
It's very soothing. Kidding.
Danny's over here trying to do ASMR.
What? I don't want the players to hear me, but.
Alrighty, here we go. Paintball time. Got BTA 2 on the field finally. DBS Factory. Been standing there for like 5 minutes. Good to go. This is game 3 for them. Looks like Brandon getting caught and Jordan taking the early walk here for Factory. Rough day here for Jordan, unfortunately. BTA going to get up into Dorito 2 now. It's like Factory has the back center, the gateway, and this Dorito side wedge. Cage stood up in that gateway, pushing it over for all it's worth right now. Here comes the move. Nobody looking Dorito side. He's going to get up to Dorito 3 and chop Cage's pack up. Just 2 bodies left here for Factory, and this is going to be a quick one. ETA pushing it down. Are going to come around, chop up his own player. Be lucky that's not a penalty there. Gabe's still trying to wile out here from the back center, and that's going to do it. All right, and BTA finally going to close that one out. Off a little bit of a mess.
Getting crazy.
Alrighty, so it looks like we're going to have a little short break again as DBS had a back-to-back one here. So Factory going to have to get cleaned up, reset, come back out here to play Notorious. And it's going to be 4-on-4 for this one because this was that game that had the penalty. Yeah, Blaze Man, hit up Los. Get you a hat. We got a bunch of colors still. I grabbed all brown, looks fly. Got the DBS big game hats as well right now. So if you don't want to rock the Ninjaball hat, but you want a DBS Findlay hat, hit up Dusty at the pro shop for the DBS big game hat. Got a lot of colors there too. So looks like Factory coming up. See DBS Factory showing that national tournament experience with this super quick turnaround. Getting on the field. I'm going to come show actually the Notorious breakout though. Again, it's going to start 4-on-4 here because of the last game ended in a offsetting majors. So we'll see how this goes. It's up here seeing some of the D5 teams getting ready. Shout out to Wrath. Looks like they got new jerseys for this event. Looking good. Alrighty, getting set. Let's see what these guys do for the 4-on-4 start here. It's like Notorious going to send one out to the corner. Going to make it in clean. Factory also went Dorito corner. Now a nice little double bump into Dorito 1 and 2. The Dorito 1 going to get shot crossfield though. So 4-on-3 here now as Brandon from Factory gets straight into Dorito 2. They're going to lose Notorious going to lose their Dorito body as well. So just 2 bodies left here for Notorious. Coming over here to the Snake side camera, you can see them in the back center. And Snake 1 back center going to make the coast-to-coast move out to the corner. I don't think anybody picked him up. Let me get over here. Yeah, looks like he made it in clean. So great field spread for them. Looking at 4 bodies still from Factory.
Game seems to be playing better as 4-on-4. Maybe we should change this to a 4-man tournament. I don't know.
Yeah, that's an interesting point there, Danny. All right, and slowing down a bit here. Can't see where Factory is in the Snake. I know they had a Snake body, but it is totally blocked out by this wedge right now. Brandon going to come around to Dorito 3 now. Snake player playing extra tight there for Notorious, although I think he's going to get caught on that bump into Snake too. Not sure. He for sure had to lay down there as Brandon was absolutely pelting him. Looks like Brandon did not get him in. So tough spot here now for Brandon, actually. He's all the way into Dorito 3. As you can see, Notorious just dodged a shot down the tape from him. I think Brandon just caught one in the tank. Yeah, really bad spot there for Brandon, unfortunately. As soon as he looked inside, the Snake shot him. The 3-on-2 here now. Ref coming in to check the Snake for Notorious, though. Fortunate positions right now for our cameras.
Ooh,
It looks like he is clean.
Oh, Snake's gone now.
Nope. Ended up standing up slow there. So just the Dorito corner here now. Looking at 3 bodies from Factory. This guy in the wedge, I don't think realizes that it's just the Dorito corner because he's still looking Snake side. Jordan with the nice hop up over. You're going to see him come around the wedge there. Get that pressure in. He's going to go wide, and that's going to do it for Notorious. All right, so Factory going to take that one down. I'm not sure who got the game 1 for them for this match.
You got what? Oh, game 1?
First game. His game 2 ended in that penalty.
Oh.
So we'll have to let you know on the scorekeeping there. We have a couple games left here in the game 3s, and then we'll let you know what the cut is going to be.
So you gotta wait till it's back-to-back game. Whoa. Got SDS BTA2. Joe's not around to manage our angles here, so push some buttons here. Terrible 1. SDS and BTA here. Right, we'll leave the BTA angle. Sun's starting to come out. Well, not starting, but creating some shadows for us here. I want to mostly focus on our body count. So, like BTA make it out with 5 alive, and SDS with 5 alive also. Pretty conservative breakout on each side, with SDS taking the Snake corner as their furthest player. Relatively short on the D side, just going to the can, while BTA goes short on Snake side, going to that tower. And D1's the furthest bunker they take. SDS loses a player off the Snake side out of the Snake side tower. They still got decent width on the Snake side, but they do lose a body. BTA with 5 alive. Players camping it out a little bit here, waiting for things to open up. Big Todd playing over the top of that back center, checking things out. Same thing with SDS's back center. And Big Todd takes one. So we're down to a 4-on-4 here. Both teams basically in their starting positions. BTA bumps from D1 to D2. And then also their can player fills into the Dorito 1. So they got D1, D2, the Snake side tower, Snake side wedge. Well, SDS is going to have the D side can, the D side wedge, Snake side tower in the Snake corner. 4-on-4. SDS with a little better Snake presence. BTA with a little better Dorito presence. D-side wedge stand on this D side, kind of slowing things up for the Dorito players on BTA. See who wins their gunfights here. Ooh, and it looks like the SDS player fills from the Dorito cannon to the Dorito 1, but gets hit in the pack on the tape. Bumps over. So SDS is going to lose a body, leaving it 3-on-4. BTA with an advantage. Definitely a big advantage on this D side right now. And they shoot. BTA shoots the snake side tower for SDS, but they lose their Dorito 2 player. So then now it's a 3-on-2. BTA bumps over from the D side wedge over to the snake side tower. And SDS loses a body that bumps up, it looks like from snake corner into the snake 1, so he gets shot up. It's going to leave just the D side wedge for SDS on 3 BTA players. Got to pick some gunfights and win them quickly here. BTA runs up, and it looks like Taylor ends up shooting the SDS player. Taking a hit on that one. Yep. So, players left alive for BTA on that one. Point is approved. Game. BTA takes. BTA2 takes. Sounds like we're going to have Factory versus Grit City next. Followed by Notorious against BTA2. Joe's over here drinking Trey water.
Yep, shout out to Trey. Talking Rain Energy. They were sponsoring
Wrath.
Wrath? Yeah.
Good old Dar.
Yeah, I don't see Dar actually. I see him now.
He's definitely here. Yeah, he's been here for a while.
I just got Dusty had a case in his car, so I just stole one from Dusty. Yeah, shout out to Trey for sponsoring some paintball teams, getting us some energy drinks out here. These things are actually pretty excellent. Not gonna lie. Got the mango fusion going.
Jamaica yerba mate. Pretty much
it's not tea. Danny doesn't want
my
it.
pretty much exclusive beverage. That with minimal water.
Alrighty, so Factory and Grit City, it looks like. Yep.
Yep, correct.
Leave Grit City on the breakout here. I think this is the last couple games now.
Makes sense. And it looks like Grit City's got 5 alive. Factory loses Jordan off the break, so they're going to have 4.
Having a rough day today.
Definitely having a rough day. And Grit City moves from S1 into S2. Should still have 5 alive. Yep, Goldie bumps from the back center over to the Snake Side Tower. Couple D-side bumps here for Grit City, moving to the Dorito corner and the Dorito 2. Great field position for Grit City. DBS Factory's got the D2, the D-side wedge, Snake corner. And
Dorito corner.
Probably back center. Oh, you said D corner?
Yeah,
and D
Dorito
corner.
corner.
So both corners. So not
Dorito
bad field
2 here
position
now
either.
for Factory.
Grit City definitely with an advantage having that player in the snake.
See this Dorito 2 here for Grit City just absolutely battling out with, I think, the snake corner for Factory here.
Yeah, there definitely is.
I just can't quite see Cage over top of this wedge, so it's hard to tell.
Both corners, D-side wedge, Dorito 2, and then they've lost 1 body, so. Goldie bumps
now.
that 50.
Yeah, coming up to the 50, taking a Page out of the SDS playbook here. Now trying to get a shot on Gabe here in the Dorito 2. It's like he just missed his shot here. Gabe coming out to the tape now. Oh, great wrap from Gabe. Gonna shoot Goldie in the 50.
Great shot by Gabe. That's a pretty solid move. That's
That
pretty
was
solid.
excellent. Hopefully you could see that on your screen when he wrapped around. I don't think you can, though.
And it looks like Cage dies out of the
Yep, Cage gonna come off of the snake corner now. And Grit City gonna be in Dorito 3. So they have Dorito 1, Dorito 3. I think they have something in the snake, and then they have this Dorito side wedge.
Hopefully this D side wedge for Factory looks back or looks over, because
Yeah, this wedge needs to look Dorito side here
Oh.
for Factory for sure.
and this dude runs out of paint. The Dorito 3 for
Oh no, Grit
Grit
City.
City.
Yeah, the Dorito 3 player here, full out of paint. Just head checking all over the place. Oh, and Gabe gonna get shot in the hopper.
never. I mean, I guess at least it's discount if you pick it up off the ground. You don't have to pay for it. So
Yeah, that's true. You didn't have to pay for those. Yeah, so it looks like number 7 here for Grit City.
maybe they're all out of paint. I'm not
the
sure.
player behind him is out of paint too. So they got 2 players Easter.
I wonder if they just didn't do
now.
well enough in prelims, so they don't want to buy more paint or something.
Yeah, maybe
I don't
they're
know.
like, oh, we're probably done for the day. He's literally shooting it musket style right now. I don't know if you can see. He took
Factory
his hopper
loses
off,
their wedge.
and he's actually just loading single balls.
Uh-oh.
But Factory unfortunately just lost too
Bam.
many bodies early on. And Brandon not going to be able to hold.
It'd
that
be
one
interesting
down.
to see if they move on to finals. It'd be like, why didn't they get the last little
Yeah,
bit?
right,
You know,
they have
they don't move on to finals. Like, okay, they don't want to buy the extra case.
Yeah,
so,
it makes
right,
sense.
like-
You know, like let's just pot up what we got and go out here and just finish this out. All right, Grit City going to take that one down. And we're going to have, yep, BTA 2 and Notorious coming up here. Got all the D5 teams getting set up now. Love to see it. I think, what do you say, 13 D5 teams?
Yeah, yep.
Somebody's setting up a vendor booth over there, Danny.
Oh, we have to go regulate. No, I'm just kidding. I think it's
You better go get a piece of that.
What are you talking about? Where? I think it's Ian though. Ian's doing headbands.
Oh, is that what it is?
Maybe that's.
Does he know that there's a price for setting up a booth here, which is that the commentator gets a headband?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Did you run that by him?
I didn't tell him.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna have to go let him know that later.
I remember there was when there was Ninjaball forever ago on the other turf field, and we had that like kind of janky white cube we operated out of.
Yeah.
Like someone told me about the pickle, right? You know the pickle. Not everyone knows the pickle. To
Yeah.
give them the pickle. So
Give them.
Ian
the
and I
pickle.
talked about giving people the pickle, and Ian he's pretty king at giving the pickle out.
Yeah.
Great customer service. So since he has the legendary badge of pickle giver instead of a
Gotcha.
high value to people.
Right on.
Yeah.
You just forgot about the commentator tax.
Yeah. We hadn't been doing the commentator tax for a period of time, so I mean, I think it
That's
might
true.
be.
Most never gave me a beanie. I wanted a Ninja beanie for like 2 years.
I feel
Never
like
got it.
this role's finally coming to fruition or whatever the heck they call it for Joe, because he's got a hat, he's got
Yeah.
some stuff. Before
got,
he
like,
just
Bunch
got
of
a
chicken
cold chair and.
sandwiches. I didn't even always get a sandwich before. Like 50-50 whether I got Jimmy John's.
You're really coming up in the world.
Just let's get it. Alrighty here, BTA on the breakout. Micah says, "Let's get it, BTA." Let's
Then
see
we got
how they
5 alive
do,
on each
Notorious.
side.
Coming up here, they
Oh.
just got shot
Oh,
loading. Tried to
shot
drop
in the pod. Tries to drop it. Ref definitely saw it.
Yep,
Dang,
long
that's a
on
great
top
call.
of that one.
That was solid.
So Notorious gonna lose one here. BTA still 5 alive. They're in Dorito 1. The can behind the Dorito doubled up in the back center, and then I can't see on the snake side. Looks like they have the gateway.
BTA
they just
loses
lost their Dorito player.
Dorito,
though.
yep.
Notorious is in. Let's come over to their
Back
side
center.
real quick.
D corner, back center. Dorito wedge and the snake tower. The Dorito corner just makes a big bump into Dorito 2, though.
Yeah, great move into that Dorito 2 from the corner.
And it looks like their back center, Notorious's back center, gets shot out. Casey's going to walk off there. And, oh, for a second, Andy's kind of creeping back. I thought he was shot.
Thinking about going back.
Walking in the open, not really sure why. Hey, whatever works. Made it.
Filled out to the corner. So 4-on-3 here now in favor of BTA. Let me come back over here to the Dorito side for them. They move into Dorito 2.
Tim Taylor bumps up. Matches up with Notorious' Dorito player. Big Todd's still back there in the back center, so it's going to be 4-on-5.
Dorito 2 for both teams. D-side wedge for both teams.
I totally just messed that up. It's 3-on-4, not 4-on-5. I just said 4-on-5, and it's definitely 3-on-4.
It's 4-on-3 in favor of BTA.
4-on-3, there we go.
Yep. Makes a move into Snake 1. It looks like the Dorito 2 could not get the shot. It's a Snake 1 for both teams now. Notorious tries to make the move down the tape, and he got picked up almost right away. We're on 2 here now. Notorious and Snake 1 and the Dorito side wedge. Let me come over here. Oops, excuse me. Over here so you can see that. You can just barely see the Snake, and you can see the wedge player there standing up. Coming up here, they now know the wedge is hot. Looks like BTA didn't know he was there before. He's just been keeping an eye Snake side so far. They're crossed up right now. This is pretty good defensive position for Notorious.
Goon might take. Nope, Goon's good.
See Tim Taylor here for BTA and the Doritos.
Dorito player trying to bounce it off
shot.
the pin, into the wedge player. I've seen a few people do that. It hasn't. I don't think even come close yet.
You can see that pin is definitely very inflated right now. So here comes a nice bump into Dorito 3, and now he tried to get a shot on that player's foot, and he got him. So just the Snake 1 here now.
I think Goon's having a rough day.
Yeah. Here comes the run down there. That's going to do it. So BTA going to run this one in over Notorious. Pretty slow game there.
Definitely.
I think slow games probably favor BTA, though, in most situations. Seems to be their style.
I don't know. Notorious, they dig stuff out sometimes. Like,
yeah.
That's the tough part is in the D4s. I feel like the teams that are playing D4, like, they're relatively experienced. A lot of the guys have been around a long time. Like, never know. I mean,
especially at this local level.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I think Goon's having a little bit of a rough day, but like that guy can pull stuff out for sure. Like,
yeah, a lot of experience on both of those squads. All right, so BTA gonna pull that one in, and we got to take a listen real quick and see. I think that might have been the end of the game 3s. Get that confirmed for y'all in just a minute. Once again, if anybody has any good music suggestions that we can stream, I have a few, but we didn't get anything set up yet. This has to be copyright free, so we don't get dinged. Try to get some filler music between these points. All right, yep. So that was the end of the prelims here, folks. So we're going to have a short break while they get this turned around, and we'll be right back with the elimination rounds here in just a bit. Thanks for watching. And we're back. Coming up on the semis. We got SDS out here and Notorious taking the field. My apologies, I didn't get a full list of who made the cut. Some sideline trash talking happening here, as is tradition. The West Coast Clutch. All right, came back from break a little early here. Got a little bit of a break, or a little technical timeout here. You can see on the left of your screen there, there's a little rip, one of the bunkers. So we got some cleanup and then some glue action going on. Shout out to Ikato.
Pretty sure though that it's like
a solution here.
it's just like a super minor like tear. So he's only doing it because the other team's out there. If they would, they'd still play.
Yeah, the bunker was holding enough air.
Like,
it would have been fine. But so what we got going on here is a cut to the top three. So it's SDS versus Notorious. They're gonna play essentially a wild card game to get to the finals. And BTA 2 made the finals, so they're waiting for the winner of this one. So a little bit of an odd scenario. Obviously, we only had 6 teams for D4 this time. Hopefully next year some of these D5 teams get bumped up. We have a bigger roster of D4 teams. That's how it usually goes.
Yeah.
I think 13 teams for D5 this event, which is excellent to see. Shout out to GI Sports today for the paint. We got Empire Premium and Custom, I think, are the 2 grades. Right, Danny?
I don't know what the other box says on it, but it's like
the other one is essentially 4-star, right?
Essentially,
so we got
yes,
Premium and 4-star. Looks like most teams have been shooting Premium, just based on what I've been seeing out here, which is the yellow fill you see all over these bunkers. And the 4-star is orange, which I've only seen a few people shooting, but now I'm seeing some more.
Guys, you can see a couple on Snake 1. And that is very comparison to.
Yeah, most of the D4 teams picked up Premium this time around. That Premium's been shooting great though, last few months.
Definitely. I feel like all the paint's been shooting great. So
yeah.
like.
Yeah, I feel like GI's kind of been on fire this year, paint-wise.
Definitely. Well, and like we just got in, not just about a month ago, 3 weeks ago or something. We got in a batch of field paint.
Yeah, that was shooting really well at League.
Well, and half of it is called Advantage Shell, so it's more brittle, and the other half is like kind of the normal field. Well, the normal field is solid.
Yeah.
Like, it's great, but it's made to work for rec and everything, whereas that Advantage Shell, like that stuff's definitely more brittle.
Yeah.
And
yeah, we shot that for League.
Amazing. Like,
and it was impressive, especially for a field ball.
Yeah, totally.
Shout out to GI Sports.
The breakability
really
of that is
year.
like primo.
Shout out to BW Dunn, even though he's not here. Hooking up the paint deliveries. Hopefully he's getting a nice nap in somewhere. All right, looks like repairs are completed. Notorious is getting out here. We are almost ready. Let's hear it in the chat. Who do y'all want to win this wild card game? So it's SDS and Notorious trying to get into the finals. BTA 2 is waiting for him. SDS, the only home field team that made it into the cut this time.
I don't know. SDS is like kind of. I mean, they haven't really played here for.
That's true.
Yeah, we could still call them home team because they're here for a long time.
They were a home team. That's
yeah.
true. Yeah, I haven't seen like Mills and those guys out here for a while.
I think they play for Guns for Hire now.
Yeah, that's true. Shout out once again to the Ninjas reffing today running this event. I know Vong's out there. I saw Alec. Who else is reffing today? Danny, who else did you see?
Oh,
Keith is running the scores. Shout out
Keith,
Keith.
yeah, and all the rest of the great refs.
They're all doing a good job.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Honestly, everything I've seen that like has been a player on the field complaint or
Yeah.
the people just mouthing off. Crazy as.
I haven't really seen any issues. Alrighty, so the breakout here.
SDS loses a
for
body. Notorious loses a body.
Yeah, so Snake bodies coming off for
Yeah,
both teams
4
here.
on 4.
Dorito 2 here now.
Oh, Notorious loses their Snake corner. The Notorious has got 3.
Yeah, so Notorious
And
only
SDS gets
here
into the
on
50
Snake
Snake.
side. Oh, and just immediately runs into the gun there for SDS. The Dorito 3 here now.
So Notorious
thought about leaving that turret, comes back in.
Well, and it's 2. Notorious has got 2 alive. Oh, and he gets shot.
Ref gets
He's got
peeled
1
off here,
left.
so just 1 body left here as SDS came down the Snake and got the last 2 bodies there for Notorious. And now looking at least 3 bodies here in this Dorito.
Oh, and he
He's
gets.
gonna
I
get
think
shot.
the Gateway got shot.
Wow,
Although
yeah,
it's not going to matter now.
Yeah, it's all right. There's still 2 bodies left here. So quite a bit of chaos there
Definitely.
for a minute for SDS, but they're going to bring this one in.
Notorious definitely got going.
For them.
The Notorious guys got going on this. I think they had it, but they didn't realize they lost their snake side. Yeah.
Yeah, and they just didn't realize. Alrighty, so game 1 to SDS here. We're going to have a little bit of a break in between as they have to turn around and get back out on the field. So this is, again, they cut to the top 3. So this is the wild card game, essentially, the only semifinal game.
You know what's funny is that when we were talking about this earlier, I was thinking 3 would make sense, half of it, do this exact thing. I was thinking in my head that would make sense, and I'm pretty sure the rule book wouldn't say that. Like, even numbers seem to be preferred. Like,
yeah, it could go. Yeah, I mean, it gets weird with those small numbers, right?
Totally.
It just depends on how much paintball you want to play. And once again, we're going to have the D5 event right after this, so still plenty of paintball to watch today.
You get some people in the picture.
All right, once again, there's going to be a little break for turnaround here. These teams got to play back-to-back until we get a race-to-2 winner for them.
So even right now, I mean, if SDS pulls out the second game, then that's it, right?
It.
Like,
that's it.
So we'll see if it goes to a 3rd game or not.
Alrighty, SDS on the field. Like Notorious filtering on the far side as well. Those of you watching at home want to support Ninjaball, make sure you hit up Carlos for your Ninjaball edition Findlay hat. I think they got like 35 of them or something, so a little bit of a limited edition scenario for now. These are awesome. If you haven't bought a Findlay hat at all, check them out, findlayhats.com. They don't directly sponsor us, but we love them, so happy to give them a free shout out. Findlay hats, you can sponsor us though if you want. I'm open to any kind of deals anybody wants to bring me.
They might sponsor Ninjaball. I think they were doing hats for prizes as like.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're still doing it because there's some bumps in because any.
Yeah.
But the
yeah, I know like last year, the year before that, I think the pre-COVID season they had Ninjaball hats for prizes. Or I mean Findlay hats for Ninjaball prizes, excuse me. So yeah, definitely make sure you check out Findlay hats. They're paintball players. They got some paintball edition hats that are dope. They're out of Portland, Oregon. So PNW team, PNW company, I mean. All right, looks like SDS is all set here. Notorious has the last few guys walking on. Gonna be paintball time. All right, here we go. The score's not actually updated, but SDS is up 1-0 right now. Looking to close this one out and get to the finals. Here we are on the breakout. It's like Dorito won, Snake won for SDS, so a great aggressive breakout for them. Not seeing anybody walking off so far. Notorious is in Dorito 1 as well. I think they're in Dorito corner. I can't quite see from up here. No, okay, so they have the can behind the Dorito. They are having their snake body walking off, though, so 5-on-4 right now in favor of SDS. SDS, by the way, stands for Seattle Dank Squad. Anybody who's not not aware of that little bit of trivia.
What's up, Nate Schroeder?
Nate Schrader in the booth.
Not playing yet? Dude, it's bumpy.
4-on-5 here still in favor of SDS. Not a lot of development right here. These teams are just running their guns, trying to wait for the next body to drop. Great field position for SDS. Let me cut over to the Notorious side here. So they do have the snake corner, and then D1, the Dorito side wedge, and this Dorito side can. SDS is in snake 2 now. They just made the bump. And then they're in the snake side temple. Now the Dorito side temple in Dorito 2. So some great secondary moves here all of a sudden from SDS. Oh, and he gets a great shot on the Dallas from Notorious. So 5-on-3 right now. And they get into Dorito 3. It's a great shot on the temple, or excuse me, on the stand-up wedge here as well. So SDS is doing some work. Dorito 2 coming off now for Notorious, and that's just about going to do it for them. I think just the snake corner. That's Tilson absolutely tearing up this Dorito side for SDS, and that's going to do it. SDS going to do this one 5 alive and 2-0 over Notorious to get into the finals. Alrighty, so SDS going to win that semifinal match. Going to move on to the finals versus BTA 2. We're going to have a little bit of a time out here, so SDS has to go get paint and air and whatnot, get turned over, and get back out here. Versus BTA, we're going to have the D4 finals here in a minute. Alrighty, getting set up here for the finals. Got BTA 2 and SDS. Got Nate Schrader here in the booth about to join us.
Hello, hello.
What up, Nate?
How you doing?
About to get into this finals match. We got SDS, BTA 2. I don't know why Big Todd is playing on BTA 2 and didn't just call themselves BTA, but whatever.
Maybe the BTA team is a D. Same name.
True. They did actually play D5 one of the other events.
They were signed up for D5.
Nice. Here we go. SDS on your breakout. They're gonna get straight into Snake 1, go all the way to Snake
around.
3.
Oh, all the way to
Snake
50.
50. Nobody picked him up. Oh, and yeah, BTA gonna lose their Dorito 1 here now. 5 on 4 here in favor of SDS. Super aggressive breakout from them. Let me come over here. You can see him.
BTA is stuck in the center,
in the
playing the
50.
pocket. Do it back center.
Yeah, BTA
One
stuck
at each
here.
insert. Oh, nice counter move
bite.
by Brandon Nelson. Flips into Snake 1. He's gonna stay inside, try to keep the Dorito side from attacking. He can't even it up.
Yeah, battling right now with this wedge on the D side.
Nice.
SDS
Josh
gonna
Tilson,
slide. I think
SDS.
he got bounced coming
Like
into
he's
that
getting
Dorito
bounced.
one.
Either that or he did the old-fashioned check me here. I actually got hit here. Alright, so this 50 Snake has been there pretty much the whole game. I've seen him shoot his gun maybe once. Wondering if he's... Oh, comes over top, gets shot. Oh, he may be a trade if this broke.
Sure got bounced.
Oh, he did get bounced. Alright, so
All
that BTA has now bounced 2 players. They're down 2.
Over here to the Snake view here for SDS. You can see them in the Snake 50, Snake corner, Snake side temple. They're also in Dorito 1 and the Dorito side wedge. BTA though just slid into Dorito 2. Looks like he got shot in the hopper on a move.
Yep. Tim Taylor makes a bump. Perfect timing for that 50 Snake player. Alright, so this 50 Snake guy has probably shot
At least 3.
50 paintballs and he's killed 3 people. Pretty impressive.
Huge efficiency rate from this 50 Snake. Just the
Oh,
Snake
Brandon
1.
Nelson trying to do what he can as the last alive.
Yep,
No
gonna
luck.
peel him off right at the end. So SDS 4 alive here with all the momentum coming into this finals game. Really interesting, Nate. I walked the field earlier. The Snake 50 doesn't actually have a lot of shots.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of a weird dead spot. You kind of saw it there. He got stuck for a little while and just didn't have anybody to shoot at. Alrighty, SDS gonna get confirmed there. So 1-0 right now over BTA 2. Again, this is the finals, so we're gonna have a minute for them to get turned over. They'll get right back out here for their game 2. Hope everybody's doing well in the chat. Hey, chat, let me know who you want to win this one. So we got BTA 2 SDS. Know who you're rooting for.
Alright, everybody. We're going to sign off. Go watch the rest of this finals with my team. Shout out Wrath.
Nate's going to be coaching today, so if you're rooting for Nate, root for Wrath.
Win this, we win the series, so good luck to all the other teams.
Alright, thanks, Nate. Danny coming back in here in a minute. We will be back with that action. Shout out to Dusty running the DBS pop-up pro shop today at the event. Got all of your paintball needs here. You got tanks, loaders, packs, pods, pod loaders, all the accessories. And Nate's back.
What's up? I'm back. Shout out to refs out here.
Yeah, shout out to the Ninjas running a clean event so far.
Bong's
We're
got
actually-
3 minor penalty flags, 1 major, a
He's
vape in
flagged up.
hand, 6 layers.
You know he's ready.
Looking like the authoritative figure he is.
Absolutely. Yeah, shout out to the Ninjas. Pretty decent NXL showing for them. They made Sunday on both of their squads. Fortunately, didn't get past the elimination rounds for Sunday, but still a pretty decent weekend for them in Chicago.
Chicago's always a good event. When I really FOMO'd.
Yeah.
Grass is always nice. Not too far of a flight.
Great time of year to be in Chicago, too.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. The Midwest can be pretty high variance, but right at the end of summer, it's usually pretty nice. Alrighty, teams taking the field here.
So which side of the field do you think is winning more games, Joe?
Definitely what we're calling the away side, so the side on camera right now, the right side from our booth.
What about Dorito side or Snake side?
Definitely D side.
Yeah.
Yeah, really heavy D side presence for most of this, which is interesting because have you walked the field yet?
I haven't.
Okay.